You never stop thinking. Okay. Now, as simple as that sounds,
Thinking.
you never
about your
stop thinking.
business.
Oh, you never stop thinking, right? It's always going on. And so, some signs that you may be having this trouble, right? Where you're always thinking about your business. It's always on your mind. Maybe you have some trouble sleeping. Perhaps you're waking up in the middle of the night. That first thought in the morning or the last thought in the evening, it's about your business. And chances are you've been called crazy, nuts. People say, can't you just turn it off? All these things will come up. And so you're thinking that you're a leper, that you're just strange, you're an odd bird, that nobody really understands you. We're here to tell you that's very, very common. Matter of fact, many of the most successful companies we know have owners just like that.
All part of the turf. If you want to be an entrepreneur, a business owner, you're there for a reason. The good ones never turn it off. There's no on-off switch that we've been able to find. We've checked all over. Our wife's checked all over. They haven't been able to find that switch. I remember early on when I got involved with small businesses and trying to go on a vacation and literally not be able to enjoy that vacation, at least from my wife's standpoint. I'm always on the call. I'm always thinking about business. It's very hard to push it off. I'm happy. I'm having fun, but people around me aren't as engaged with me as they want it to be.
Yeah, and it's gotten worse. I mean, Jack's, talking about that was probably a good 20, 30, 40 years ago, right? And that was when you actually had to come off of the vacation and go in and get on a phone, right? Well, today we've got our devices attached to us, right? So it's even harder to get disconnected, which again can be good or bad. It's good to get away at times, right? But the idea to maybe think about stuff without being constantly bothered. I remember from my youngest days, my dad started a company with my mom when I was very, very young, and I remember when I was a young kid, I'd always see my dad. He'd have a shirt and he'd have a little note card in his pocket, and he'd randomly just reach into his pocket and scribble something down and stick it back in his pocket. So me being a smart young kid, thinking the old man's probably losing it or something, right? Can't remember stuff going on. Well, it turns out that he had an idea. Again, he was always thinking about stuff. Things would just come across. And he realized that if I don't capture that idea now, chances of me recalling it tomorrow morning when it's, quote unquote business time, it's not going to probably happen. I'll probably forget what it is. Because there's so many ideas that are coming. Often there are multiple ideas that come. And so they'll come, on a Saturday afternoon, or they'll come in an evening when you're at your kid's game. It comes at different times. So you have to make sure you capture those things. Don't try to turn it off and fight it away. Make sure you grab it.
Can't do it. Going back to the vacation times, what's happened over the years, my wife has adjusted to it because I found I couldn't.
Okay.
I love small business. Adam and I both love small business. We love the concept. We love what it does for the communities. We love people who are engaged in it and are looking to be successful in it. And we have found without a doubt that the ones that are successful are always tuned in to their business. And some of the best ideas come at the weirdest times. And that's what makes it kind of fun too. When you're a job person, as we sort of break the world into two categories, job people and business owners or entrepreneurs. And job people can walk away. From 9 to 5, you work and you go home and you do other things, and the work may or may not, for the most part, it doesn't interject into your thinking all the time. Not so with small businesses. You are 100% responsible for the success of your company, and if you don't produce it, you don't eat too well. So